back from a 12-day hiatus. The one, the only Leafaniac. Morning everybody. Leafaniac, swishy wishy. Hoping you haven't forgot about me. And yeah, hope that cold open served its purpose, because I was trying to mock how comedy specials usually open, like their opening scene before the comedy special actually starts. And when you're a one-man crew and you can't even get a moving shot, it's kind of difficult, but I hope it served its purpose and I didn't smash my phone with the tripod for nothing. So there's that. Today is a subject I didn't want to talk about or even do on this channel, but I had this idea for a while, and yeah, we've made it to the point where I have to do it. So today we are talking about Amy Schumer's leather special. First of all, let's just in case you somehow don't know who the fuck Amy Schumer is, I will read you the first I'll read you what she is, right? So Amy Beth Schumer is an American stand-up comedian and actress. Is she a comedian? Is she really? Yeah, so that's what they say she is. She's an American stand-up comedian and actress. And today we will be talking about her first Netflix comedy special. I realize how I said first, because she has two more. Yeah, she has two more. She has. Did you hear me? She has two more. So if you somehow want me to do something with those two, do let me know. But I'm gonna be going over quickly. This might be a shorter video than usual to come back to, but I think if I try to really get into the details of this thing, I will genuinely lose sanity. So we're gonna have to make do with what I can talk about without actually losing sanity. So in 2017, I'm guessing Netflix obviously lean a lot into comedy specials. They have a few people like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. They'll come into it later. And they probably just wanted a female comedian to have her own special on Netflix. And who else could you turn to that's a female comedian at this time in 2017? Amy Schumer. So, they give her the special, and it's an abomination. I can't even say the goddamn word. It's an abomination. It's probably the worst thing I've seen in a while. And it's just brain-numbingly dumb. And here are some clips of me actually watching this damn thing live. So enjoy these. I didn't think it would actually finish. Oh my god, there's still two more. There's still two more. Start ranting basically, bye. So yeah, and she just basically not only wastes an hour of your life that just, for example, I'm never getting back, but she talks about the same things over and over again for this said hour. I don't think she changes she does change subject, obviously, but if her original subject was here, right here, she doesn't make it further than here, okay? When sometimes comedians usually go to here, then then maybe bring it back and they go here. Amy Schumer always stays here. This little area right here. And it just creates this repetitiveness to it that just really numbs your brain, and it's just not funny. And people are obviously laughing in this comedy special, but I swear every time there's a laugh, it's either a sound effect and sometimes there's an insert shot of the crowd laughing, and I would bet anything I have on it that it was just a shot they took of people laughing, inserted it, added the laughing track, just to make it seem like people were actually laughing at her jokes. Because I don't think any sane, normal person would laugh at her jokes. That will also come into play in a second. Just keep waiting. So there's my intro. Okay, she talks about 3 things overall, and she rarely sways away from these 3 things, and when she does, it always manages to loop back into these 3 things. Ready? Women, men, sex. 3 things. And these 3 things create an hour of absolute torture for anybody trying to watch this thing. And it's just, that's all she talks about. And then obviously she talks about her experiences as a woman, her experiences with men in general, sex in general, her experiences with sex, her experiences with alcohol. Oh yeah, that's a little number 4 that exists with the 3. This one, it'll be a half like this. 3.5 alcohol. That's the other one that she usually talks about. But except for that, not much else is said of any sustenance to it. And it's so, you can tell with the way I'm struggling. I mean, obviously I haven't done this in a while. I've been sticking to the reaction videos and noodles, but I haven't talked to just the camera in a while and really gave my thoughts on something since that 4 film review, I think. So it's been a while, and obviously I've been away for a while because school, but got really held up last weekend. So that's one of the reasons I'm struggling to talk. But the other reason I'm struggling to talk is because she gives me nothing to talk about. Except how bad she is, obviously. But that's a given, no? I wouldn't be making a video about her if she was good, would I? I mean, my film reviews, except for Fall, it's Fantastic Four. And that's like just a shit film. So, if y'all, by the way, I'm sorry, one more tangent. If y'all would like to see a specific film reviewed, do let me know, and I'll have a look into maybe doing it. We can't go a video without that happening, can we? So yeah, we'll look into potentially doing that. So, but now back to your regularly scheduled program about Amy Schumer. So, yeah, I need a drink. Give me a second. She talks about these 3.5 subjects for the whole hour, and just cracks shit joke after shit joke that gets laughs, which are definitely a laughing track. I mean, if you seriously want to go see this for yourself, it's on Netflix. You just have to type her name. It is the one that was released in 2017. It's called The Letter Special. Do not watch it, but if you somehow do want to see what the hell I'm on about, because I don't think I was planning to try to show you some of the jokes, but then I realized that trying to put jokes from a Netflix program with the audio on here, I will get struck down quicker than somebody would get struck down by lightning. So I'm not gonna risk not having a video like that, or having to cut this entire bit out. So so I'm sparing you, unless you go watch it yourself. But she talks about these 3.5 subjects for the whole hour, And she just keeps going in circles and circles and talking about her boyfriend at the time, who's now her fiance, I'm quite sure. And talking just about her experiences, and it's just very monotonous and boring. And she just talks about these three and a half things. Sorry, I forgot I added alcohol as a half subject. And yeah, so now that I've kind of grazed the surface as to what she does in this special, I'm gonna give you some statistics. Okay, here's how many times I laughed at the Leather Special by Amy Schumer. Bring it back to me. Wait, bring it back. One. Alright? I laughed one time and it was the most pathetic laugh of my life. And I'll tell you why I laughed. She was going on about like having gotten food poisoning. So she was like shitting and vomiting at the same time. And I can sometimes see things when people explain them. So I just saw somebody shitting and vomiting in my head. And my stupid ass self thought that was funny. So I... and then realized that I just did that at an Amy Schumer special. And proceeded to sit like this for the next 5 minutes. Just staring. Just... how funny would it have been if I actually did that for 5 minutes? I'm not Family Guy though. Anyway, it was the most pathetic laugh of my life, and I barely want to count it as a laugh. But I will give her the benefit of the doubt because I did somewhat laugh, so we'll count it for her. 1, okay? And trust me, guys, I'm as disappointed in myself as you should be in me right now. I laughed once. Now, I decided, obviously, Netflix has a lot of comedy specials at this point, but a favorite comedian of mine and somebody I share a birthday with, Kevin Hart, has a few comedy specials. So I decided to watch one of his called Irresponsible from 2019. Just as a little comparison here as to get a figure of how much I would normally laugh at a comedy special, give or take. And so here's Amy Schumer's one, right? It's about here. I'm blurred again, I'm quite sure. This is how many times I laughed at Kevin Hart's comedy special. That's right. 60. I laughed 60 times. I genuinely watched the damn thing with a counter app on my phone, and every time I laughed, I clicked my screen so the number went up by 1, and I clicked the screen 60 times. I laughed 60 times. That's a laugh a minute. It was an hour long also. That's a laugh a minute when Amy Schumer, out of the whole hour, got one pity laugh, kind of, out of me. So then obviously, with this new stat in mind, I decided to... oh my fucking god. This running gag that's been going on in all my videos is funnier than any of Amy Schumer's jokes, I bet you. Yay. Let there be light. I don't know what I'm doing. Guys, help, I don't know what I'm doing. So with this newfound stat, I decided to have a look at how much Amy Schumer made for this comedy special. And I came across the fact that she actually complained that she made less than people like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. And she tried to blame it on the fact that it's because she's a woman. She had made $11 million, but after seeing the $20 million that Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle had made, her team managed to renegotiate it up to $13 million. I'm sure it's all on the screen right now. But basically, let's just say she made $13 million, which is $13 million too many. And I couldn't find an exact figure on Kevin Hart's, but judging by the fact that Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock have reportedly made $20 million, I'm gonna give Kevin Hart the same ballpark figure of $20 million. So there's only a $7 million difference. Now, I decided to do some math, and judging by the fact that she made $13 million, but made me laugh 60 less times than Kevin Hart, 60 times 1 is 60, I decided to see how much more than her he should have been paid. So 13 million times 60 is $780 million. That is what would have been, judging by just my viewing of both comedy specials, a fair salary for Kevin Hart's comedy special. $780 million. That man would have not had to do anything else in his life ever again. $780 million. That's how much he should have been paid, realistically, if we're going by my stupid little mathematics equation. Not just $20 million. How did she get paid $13 million fucking dollars for that? This is what happens when you're trying to be all inclusive here. I'm sorry to say this, guys, but seriously, if you think I'm being a bit harsh here, seriously go watch this damn thing for yourself and then come back to this video, and you'll see that I am not wrong at all. $13 million, Jesus Christ. Now, am I saying I'm a comedian? No, but at least I'm not trying to be one. Well, I kind of am. I'm trying to be funny for you all, but I'm sure I'm failing. But see, this free, you know, I'm not getting paid for this. She got paid $13 million, which is a win for her, to be fair, because she got paid $13 million and I'm sitting here on a big fat zero. So yeah, I think this is a good place to stop my little rant about how much she made and just her comedy special in general. But hope you enjoyed my first video in a while. A new one will be coming soon. It'll probably be the Brian Griffin one. It should be the Brian Griffin one. Continue that whole Family Guy character reaction series that I'm doing. And yeah, hope you enjoyed my sort of film review. Shouldn't even be called a comedy special review. My something review on the Amy Schumer Leather special, which I give, by the way, blur me again, I give a 2 out of 10. Almost forgot. Almost would have had to do it at the end again. I give a 2 out of 10 to this damn thing, and that's a very generous 2, if I may say so myself. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. If you actually somehow made it to this point, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Because this has just been a big ass rant again. But hopefully, maybe these videos are entertaining. I don't know. Yeah, look forward to Brian Griffin. And until next time, toodaloo.